Okay, so this assignment was about building a DNA model. So if you read the instructions here, it talks to you about base pairing. It talks to you about some of the ways that the different parts of the DNA molecule come together. And then it tells you that to build your model of 6 base pairs long, you're going to need at least 12 base pairs, 12 sugars, 12 phosphates, those kinds of things. And then last thing you're supposed to do is color everything in according to the color key here. Here's your work page with your pieces you'll need to build your model, and you need a bunch more than you have here, so you're going to have to copy them. So first thing you want to do is right-click on the one you want to copy, select Copy Image, and then on your keyboard, if you hit Control-V, you can actually paste it and get a new one. So I haven't figured out a good way to do this to make it back the original size, but it's a little big when you make your copy, so you'll have to resize it a little bit by grabbing on the circle and moving that in and out. And so we're going to start with our deoxyribose sugar as one side of our DNA molecule. And then if you look here, I've got a circle on the end of this sugar. Well, that circle shows me that one of the base pairs needs to go next. Doesn't matter which one. I'm on cytosine, so we'll select that. Again, right-click, copy image. Control-V, paste it, and I can bring my cytosine right in there. I'll resize it and move it where it needs to go. You're not going to be able to overlap them, put the dots right on the dots, because the images will overlap and you'll miss part of the picture. So I would suggest leaving it like that, and I can see that this circle connects to that circle there. So when I look at cytosine, I know right away that it gets paired. I can certainly look it up, but I know that it gets paired with guanine just by looking at the complementary shape here. So I'm going to copy the image, Control-V, and there's my guanine. And if I look, I can't get this to connect like this. So what I have to do is turn the guanine around. If you remember in DNA, you've got a 5-foot direction and a 3-foot direction, and that has to do with the different pairing that happens within the sugars. What's important to know about that is that it creates the DNA strand in 2 different directions. If one strand goes up like this, the other strand goes down like that. So we see one going up this way, and the other is going to come down in the opposite direction. Again, circle must connect to the circle on the sugar. So let me copy the sugar again. Control-V. Resize it. Drag the sugar down. I'll need to turn that sugar around. And now I've almost got one side of the, the base pairs, right? So I'm supposed to have 6 of these. So in order to get another one going, in order to connect them, if you look for the star is on the phosphate group because the backbone is a sugar phosphate backbone. So I will copy the phosphate. I'm going to copy it twice because I know I'm going to need 2 right away. And so I will resize it. This side doesn't connect in this direction because I can see on my phosphate I've got a square trying to connect with a star. That doesn't work. The square is on this side, so this works in this direction. In order for me to attach it over here, I've got to flip this around. Now it's going in the right direction, and I can move that underneath where it goes. Okay? So I know I need another sugar, so let me copy this. The sugar goes on in this direction, goes on this side, star to star. And now I'm going to copy it again. Flip it around. And that connects with this phosphate. I know that the sugars connect to the base pairs. So this time I'll use adenine on this side. And actually, I forgot to copy it, so let me move it back. Make the copy. Adenine's over here. And that must mean I'm going to need thymine on the other side, which is the complementary shape. Copy image. Resize it. Again, this will not connect in this way. I need to flip it around. And so right now I have 2 rows complete. The directions tell me to make 6 total. So to do that, you'll need the 12 base pairs, 12 sugars, and 12 phosphate groups. And then the last thing to do is to go back and look at the color code and color them in accordingly. And that's it. Good job.